Hey everyone, this time I would like to share with you this website. This is Notes on Vue. It is a documentation site that I created in order to keep track of the things I'm learning on Vue.js, as well as maybe preparing some kind of material to be able to eventually give a course, like record a course or give a workshop of some kind. So yeah, the main idea is to have my thoughts organized and kind of have the layout of what I want to share with other people. And I figured I would not only keep the notes for myself, but also maybe expose them to the public. These are all the things that I have written so far. So you can tell there's like this structure I have with an intro, and then I have what I call the building blocks of the framework, then what it makes it progressive, what about testing, and the development workflow overall, like Vue in real life. This is what I want to call it. You can tell now that it doesn't really have a lot. It only has the main ideas that I would like to expand on, all the things that I would like to eventually fill in. So there's a lot of different things going on right now here. So one of the ideas for the video is also to kind of showcase in a way not the output of the website, but maybe more like the power that comes from the technology that is behind it. This is a VuePress website, and there's a couple of features that I would like to point your attention to. So let's go back to the main page. Here you can, welcome your readers and have like a little summary of what it is in your site. I added this part, this kind of footer here with links to like my social media and things. There's this usually this button, and right over here on the bottom you can see that there's new content available. And this is very cool because you can just hit refresh, and then the latest version of the website will be loaded on the page. Cool. So there's that. So all right, let's go into the languages as well. So as you can tell from this one line here, I'm from Mexico, so I do speak Spanish. That's my native language. And what I did is I added support for that language in this website. So if you change languages here, you will start reading in Spanish. This is a lot of work, but I think it's going to be worth it. So I'm really excited to continue working on this. So yeah, you can tell also that we have like the same structure here. The same sidebar works for both, and there's a way to translate that as well. So let's go back here, and something else I wanted to share is this piece over here that says when this page was last updated, and you have the time, like a timestamp here. You can also add these previous and next links down right after your content, and you can also add images and all sorts of things. In this particular case, I'm showcasing like a comparison between frameworks, and you can tell that this is a dynamic component. This is actually a component I created to render this data over here. So all of this is written in Markdown, and then you have different bits and pieces that you can add, like code, and you can tell it, hey, I'm going to add this part, and this is HTML. Or later on, you will see that it also supports like JavaScript or CSS, things like that. You can add quotes. Also, I am adding iframes with embedded pages. Not sure how good that is, but in my mind, the idea is to let the user not have to be jumping around in between resources. So if they wanted to read the comparison, they could do it right here without having to leave the website. And I think I kind of find the value in that, but let me know in the comments if you find that to be a different situation for you. You can also have these quick tips, like I'm adding a disclaimer here. So yeah, there's that for writing using Markdown, and some of the plugins that you can add. There's this baked in search functionality. So like if I wanted to, let's go ahead and try directives, if I can spell it right. So you can tell VuePress already created these of the content that I put in this website, which is actually, in my opinion, very cool. So you can go either directives, which is this page under the building blocks. This is what I call like the concepts for the framework. You can highlight parts of your code that you are showcasing, and this is pretty cool. I can address the special line that I'm trying to explain later on. I am trying to help the users, or sorry, the readers, to direct their attention to where I want or to where I need it. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool as well. Embeds, like I mentioned, so this works as long as the service or the provider of the web page allows you to embed it, you're good to go. Right. Something I did mention particular to, like, for example, here, the context part where we have videos, is I am using something special that makes the embed not to be too heavy. So this is based on the idea of having a lazy loaded video, and only after the user starts interacting with it, it will actually load the video and will try to play the contents. So yeah. So okay, let's move on to another feature of this website, and that is it also has the ability to determine that the user has a dark or a light environment on their operating system. So it works both on mobile and, in this case, on my Mac OS settings. So let's go here, and what I'll do is change the appearance from being dark to be light, and notice that the window changed colors. So yeah, I changed the colors for these icons based on the color of the overall website. But yeah, this is another feature that you can add to your VuePress websites. So, and I found that to be really cool, actually. I like that. Maybe we could also add like a toggle somewhere. I've seen that as a practice as well, to have a toggle to change the color scheme. Right. So yeah, I've written a few things already, or a ton, depending on how you look at it. But yeah, there's still lots of things that I want to work on. I want to finish with like the whole progressive part, and then talk about testing. I'm not very good at it, so I want to improve on that and then document it here and share it. And yeah, there's also the bit for creating then the Spanish content, because right now it's not really done at all, just this part, and as of this video, none of this is translated. So I would really like to do that eventually. Right on. So yeah, stay tuned for the next installment of this series, I guess, where I will go through the code for how I'm building notes on Vue. And I hope you take a look at it if you want. And you can also leave me your feedback, I guess, on this particular video, because I don't really have any place here to add comments or anything. I think that's a possibility too for VuePress sites, but I haven't added that. So yeah, if you want it, I would appreciate that. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye. Okay, there is one more thing I forgot to mention, one more feature for notes on Vue, and that is, if I paste this here, rss.xml, this route will actually allow you to subscribe to an RSS feed, as you can probably already tell. And this is actually pretty cool in my opinion. I don't really have RSS feeds that I am subscribed to, but I know that there's people who are still using them or are starting to use them. So I figured having one of those or the two of them, so there's an XML and a .atom. Yeah, people who subscribe to these feeds can be alerted when the contents of the website change. So I think that's a pretty cool feature to have as well. And I will show that whenever we walk through the code. All right, that was it. Thanks again. Talk to you later.